that great work. And speaking of great work, I've got Bruce Rimshaw here on the program. Bruce is with a company called WebMax that's heavily involved in the work of both USDailyReview.com, but in particular priceofbusiness.com. And you're their video genius over there, helping them in the whole video front. And you usually have something new to bring to the audience. What do you got for us today? And welcome.
Well, thanks, Kevin. I always like being called a video genius.
Yes.
What we're actually working on this week is we've got a lot of initiatives rolling out. As like I said last time I was on the program, the holidays are coming up. This is a huge season for retailers, obviously, and we help out a lot of retailers with their online marketing needs. And what we're actually working on now with the holidays rolling out is we are using a lot of video marketing in order to help these clients kind of achieve what they want to in terms of sales.
Okay. And how are you doing that? And what are you doing that's different than what you've tried in the past?
Well, one of the big initiatives that we've been rolling out is we're really upping our video SEO and video marketing initiatives online. We've talked about before on the program the Google AdWords for video, which is really gaining a lot of ground as far as being an online marketing and advertising platform. A lot of our clients have actually expressed an interest in this, trying to get more into the online video realm and you know, we've also talked about viral marketing and making these videos kind of catchy and gain a natural audience as well. So we've actually been doing a lot with that, upping some initiatives, and we've got some big stuff rolling out there.
You know what I'd like to do, and I realize audio isn't as cool as video, but I'd like for you, if you think this might be a good idea, why don't you bring on a couple of your projects? Because they're usually, 3 or 4 minutes long?
Yeah.
Why don't we do one? Why don't we, one that you think will translate well audio? We could also link it up to our news site so people can see it, sometime after the show. Why don't we do that in the very near future?
I would like it, Kevin. I think at this point we've discussed this initiative quite a bit, and I think that it's about time that some of your audience even gets a chance to really see some of what we're doing over here.
Yeah, why don't you make a list, and maybe every couple of weeks or so we'll play another one.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think so. And I don't think people fully embrace or understand, but the Internet is becoming a TV platform of its own and much more user-friendly and convenience-driven than the TV that we've all grew up on. Isn't that true?
That's absolutely true. I mean, another fact that we've spoken about before that I really want to delve into and really emphasize is that video advertising online is actually overtaking television ads, and what's becoming really popular now is companies will release an exclusive commercial online via YouTube before they'll release a televised version of a similar commercial, and they'll actually create exclusive content strictly for their online marketing.
Yeah. And something else that you have is essentially shows within a show. For example, if you watch the Today Show, you can say, by the way, you can see a chapter of this author's book over at, or Brian Williams with, I'm doing a lot of NBC, and I don't even like NBC. But anyway, Brian Williams will, talk about on his Rock Center that we have a lengthier version of this interview over at Rock. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you got media, and we do very similar things with US Daily Review. They'll allude to something or refer to something, on our sister news site. We'll just put it up there at US Daily Review, creating media within a media.
Right. It's really important to supplement content with content. That's one of the things at WebMax that we really like to get out there to not just our clients, but basically any business we work with, and including you, Kevin. It's really important to not just have text, not just have audio, but have video, have a kind of complete supplement of content, have a lot of options for your viewers, for your readers, and for your listeners. These people stay engaged that way. If they have more to look at on the site, if they have more of a reason to stay on the site, they'll stay there longer, and that brings up the value of your site as far as an advertising and marketing platform.
Yeah, no question about it. And my understanding is now more than half of all searches, and we've talked about this before, online are actually for video, more than half.
Right, right, and part of the reason that's grown too is because of the prevalence of YouTube. With YouTube being owned by Google, which is the biggest search engine, obviously that's going to tie very strongly into what they do. But right now, you can also see video results showing up in a universal search, which means that you don't even need to specifically search for video results to be delivered, which is huge for. From our standpoint, doing video marketing and online marketing, it's great to know.
Yeah, no question about it. And talking to Bruce Grimshaw, he is with Webamax. That's spelled WEBIMAX.com. Webamax.com. He's on The Price of Business. Usually, he's the main go-to guy for The Price of Business from Webamax, and we enjoy having him on. Talk a little bit about things that you're excited about. You always seem to have a clue of things that are happening right around the corner, new things that are being brought, to the forefront when it comes to technologies and the web. Tell us what you see around the corner. What are you watching?
Well, there's a few up-and-coming social networks that we've really been paying close attention to, and we really want to see how these grow. One of the ones we're looking at actually incorporates video and social media. It's called Tout. Now, what Tout does is it's basically like the Twitter for video. You can create 15-second video statuses, and these statuses are going to be used to inform, your clients or your customers of upcoming things that your brand is unrolling and deliver content in a very quick way, sort of like a teaser trailer for what you have coming out.
Oh, I like that. That's cool, and I love that name. Touting his strengths, touting how great his company is. Basically, that use, which you don't hear that word very much. I like that. That's great.
It is. It's a great network. We've been paying close attention to it and actually trying to implement it into some of our ongoing campaigns for clients. And we're really looking at what we can do with it from an internal marketing perspective too.
Yeah, I like it. Very, very cool. Again, talking to Bruce Grimshaw, talk about Webamax and kind of give us a full range of what Webamax's services include.
Well, we offer everything from search engine optimization, which is basically helping your brand achieve greater rankings within Google and other major search engines. We do pay-per-click advertising, which is a huge format for online ads now. We also do video marketing, as I've talked about before. We also offer everything from web design to brand and reputation management services. So we are a full-service agency here.
Let me ask you, when because everyone and their dog these days, unemployment at 23 million, people are looking for low threshold, low overhead things they can do for a living. Surely becoming an SEO, expert, I'm using that expression loosely, as a low overhead thing to do. What are some things people should be asking before they hire an SEO firm?
Well, the most important question that you really need to ask yourself is quality at the forefront of what they do? Because now there are certain implementations that Google has laid out with their search algorithm, and quality is one of the things that we pride ourselves on, and it's one of the things that we do best. A lot of firms utilize these black hat or really bad tactics which actually cheat the system and attempt to go around Google's guidelines, and that's actually going to get you penalized, and it could actually get you de-indexed, so Google won't even be able to find your site at all. So quality is most important with SEO these days. Yeah,
no question about it. Very important for people to understand that, and want to encourage people to check it out. Again, Webamax, WEBIMAX.com, Webamax.com. Make sure you check that out. Bruce, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Kevin. Always a pleasure.
Next week, you're going to line up before, by the end of the week, if you can send us an audio of what we'll be playing on Monday, send it over to Cindy. We'll love doing that. We'll look forward to doing that on Monday.
Sure. Sounds great, Kevin.
All right. Have a great rest of your day. Also want to encourage everyone else out there, have a great rest of your day, but spend it sensibly right here on this station.
You've been listening to The Price of Business, Kevin Price, a production of Salem Communications Houston. Be sure to tune in next time for more fabulous insight from Kevin Price. And remember, folks, get your politicians nayed or spewed.